So, on my newest post here, this is a question about which type of nozzle you guys want. So I'm going to have two options of nozzle. We have the sort of advanced profile or, what is it, aggressive profile. And what the aggressive profile is that it takes this die and it makes it oversized. So what you're actually doing is you're shrinking the filament to size. So as you see here, the filament is definitely shrinking the size to about like 1/3 or so. And this is a 2mm hole. So what you would have to do, theoretically speaking, is get this temperature to be just right to where this is shrinking just enough. As you see now, it's shrinking pretty good. That's actually a pretty good size. Let me pop that up a little bit. That's actually a really good size right there. It's because my extruder dropped down really low. And yeah, so this is what the extreme profile looks like. And the biggest issue that I'll show you guys right now, I take the scissors, is this is the biggest issue. Is that once you get it to this point, this thing is pretty much inseparable. See how like this is basically fused together? I mean, at the end of the day, we are working with, a 3D printer filament, and it's designed to fuse to itself when it has the proper temperature. And so that's the biggest issue. Of course, on here I don't have the fan, so I don't have a cooling fan, as you see here. There's no cooling fan there. But yeah, so this is completely fused together. There's no getting that apart, pretty much. I mean, it's, I can't separate it with one hand. But you can, get like an open end like this and eventually rip it off. So yeah, so this is the advanced profile, and as you see, it has some issues with it. One being that, it's too hot as it comes down, and the circles are too tight that it'll actually, attach to itself. And already here, I started to drop the temperature. We're starting to get more of the advanced profile. So that'll be in another video. So this advanced profile is more towards somebody that wants to, calibrate their machine perfectly, get that temperature perfect, and keep it, and especially somebody that uses their machine where it's above the floor, where it goes really far before it touches anything that's already laid down in that circle and is going to be cool, that's going to be hot still and cause sticking issues. So that's the type of person that would use the advanced profile. So anybody that wants to do advanced calibration or is determined to have good extrusion by just the fan itself to keep it from, fusing. And as you see here, it's still soft. It says so much, so well insulated and doesn't cool very quickly that as it's so hot, it just kind of sticks together. So that's the main issue I have with the advanced profile. That's why for most users I would suggest the standard profile. Now, of course, the biggest upside of the advanced profile is that it is very quick. You gotta get the 3 plus feet per minute is what you get through the advanced profile. And later on, when you do anything with, if you plan on buying the expansion modules, it'll all be using similar to advanced profile. It'll have a oversized hole that you will be extruding through in order to get the right size filament that you want. So that's going to use the advanced profile. But in this case, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. So when it comes down the bottom, it's too hot, it fuses together. But the biggest upside is the speed. The speed at which you can extrude is 3+ feet per minute, while the standard profile, I'd be impressed if you got more than 3 feet per minute. 3 feet is about, what you get with the standard profile. Now, so with the advanced, for 1.75, it would be a hole that would be drilled to about 0.15 or so over. because right now this 2mm hole is pretty hard to get at 1.75 because it needs to be so hot that what happens is as it's so hot that it just rips under its own mass. As you see here, there's like a small tear. You can see it right here. There's a small tear there. It's just so hot under its own mass that it just rips off. So that's why advanced profile is very difficult to keep it to where it actually, you know, stays consistent, and then you have other sort of inconsistencies. While here, this will be in another video, but just so you can see in this one video compared to the other video, this is more of like the standard type profile. So you see how big the circles are getting? So this is having no issues sticking to itself because it takes so long to complete an entire circle that it doesn't stick to itself again. That it's cool by the time the next layer comes out. Also, it's so cool that what I've actually found is that the stretch under its own weight, because it's so hot, is about the same, is about equivalent to the expansion. So it will actually mimic the diameter of your die size, and you still see that, you know, you're getting about 3 feet per minute, and it's doing nice big circles like this. So this is the more standard profile. So if you're more interested in that, go ahead and check that out. Also check lower. I'll have more on my website. If you're, you know, this is obviously going to be posted on my YouTube, not website. But look down below to find, you know, the detailed, more written out details and up-to-date details on what exactly the advanced profile versus standard profile that I've found through my experimentation. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and look out for the standard profile if you have any questions on which one's best for you. Alright, I'll see you guys in a later video. Thanks for watching. Bye.